Welcome to day 31 of learning Python. In this video, we are going to learn about tuples and operation on tuples. Okay, let's get started. We already saw list in Python. Today, we are going to look into the tuples and understand why we need tuples. So, let's see what tuples are. Tuples are ordered but immutable collections. That means they cannot be changed after creation. Now, this is a big deal because sometimes you want our collection to never change. At times we can accidentally change our collection, leading into disaster if we are running big problems. To avoid this problem, tuples come to rescue. Okay, let's create a file. Tuples. So in order to create a tuples, we need parentheses. Let me create an tuple. I took a random number. Okay, I have created a tuple here similar to list but mention in parentheses. The tuples are immutable but list are mutable. You cannot change them. So if I run this program, you can see that tuples are printed. Okay. What if I try to access a element? Let's try that as well. Maybe we can try print a of 0th index maybe. We know that it will print 34. Yes, that is 0th index. We can try with other things. Maybe 2 can run. 78 is printed 0, 1, 2. That is also correct. Okay, we can try one more. Maybe we can try to modify. What if I try to mention like a of 3 equal to 50? I want to try to change the third index to 50. Will it work? No. Tuple object does not support item assignment. It's basically my interpreter telling me that, hey, this is a operation not valid. You cannot do something like that. And this is an invalid Python operation. Okay. So why should we use tuples? We should use tuples when we don't want our collection to be accidentally changed. We don't want our tuples or say collection to be changed, which is why we use tuples. Now, if you want a tuple with just one element, your intuition might say, what if I want to create a tuples with just one element? Let's say b equal to, I want to create a one tuple, 26. Okay. Will it work? Think that we can do something like this because in the case of list, if you want to create a list with a single element, you can do something like this, right? With a square bracket. And this will create a list if I mention the square bracket with a single element. But in case of tuples, you might think that it is the same. It will create a tuples with just one element. But that's not the case because parenthesis in Python is also used to group things together. Parenthesis is something that you can always use to group certain numbers or to make certain operation to be performed before some operations. Okay, so in order to create a tuple with a single element, you need to add a comma in the end. So if you don't have this comma, what will happen is this will not create a tuple with a single element. Always remember this is an interview question as well. How do you create tuple with just one element? A comma is always required if you want to create a tuple with just one element. You can always access the tuple like this, just like we used access the list. There is something called tuple unpacking. Okay, I will create a new file. So what exactly tuple unpacking? Let us say I have a tuple with the three elements. This is one of the important topic in tuples. So let's say I have a tuples with the three elements now. 1, 2, 3. Let's say I can do something like a comma b comma c equal to tuple tu. That is my tuple name. What it will do is it will, if I print this one, it will assign a to the 45, b to the 67 and c to the 40, 14. So if I try to print a comma b comma c, let's see, you can see that 45, 67 and 14 is printed. So successfully a assigned to 45, b assigned to 67 and c assigned to 14. This is called unpacking of tuples. where we assign certain variables with the content of the tuple. Okay, that was easy. Now, tuples, unlike list, don't have a lot of operation or methods. This is because tuples are unchangeable and we cannot change the tuples. So what we can do is we can count occurrence of certain numbers in a tuple, and also we can find the first occurrence of given element, the index of first occurrence of the given element in the tuple. Like, let's look into these two tuple methods and let's create a new file. Tuple methods.py. Okay, let's say I have a tuple with a number, random number. Okay, I want to find how many 12 in the tuples, t tuples. Let's try. So I want to find the how many 12 in the this tuples. Okay, let's try to run. You can see that two 12s are there. Same sense, another we have is index. We can find the same number. We can 12th index. You can see that 1 is printed, that is 0 1. We don't get the this one because it will check first 12th index. So number is 12, it will check the first, it will not check the another one. The first one will be printed. So this is how you can use the count and index functions. Let's now understand why we should use tuples. The first reason to use tuples is that they are faster than list. Now let me explain this to you. Tuples in Python are optimized so that they are faster whenever you do to, like, which means you want to fetch the numbers at index 2. It's faster in tuples than the list. This is because Python optimized tuples to fetch a given number much faster than list. Python is able to do this because in tuples a change cannot be made, and since the change cannot be made, tuples are faster than list. Now tuples can be used as a dictionary keys since they are hashable, and we are going to understand what dictionary in the future videos. Now tuples are safe from unintended modification because sometimes you might unintentionally make a change in your tuples and you don't want to do that. And you cannot actually do that because it will throw an error if you unintentionally modify or try to modify your tuple. Now that was a tuple in action. I hope you are able to understand tuples as well. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in next video.